everybody. How we doing today? It's your friendly old neighborhood cross-blocker here, coming at you live from CB Radio at Studio 604. And this is the first episode of many that we got going on. It's going to be a great time. So why don't we just go ahead? We have a great show lined up for you. We got a couple of videos, got a couple of watch-alongs, some news stories. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. But as always, I got to introduce the fella that made this thing possible. We got the producer himself, Mr. Marshall Malone, right over there. What's going on? What's going on? And last but not least, the man in front of me to help make this show go on for the next hour is my good friend, Danny Esposito. How we doing, friend?
I'm great. I'm great. How are you?
Oh, dude. First show jitters. Just living La Vida Loca. Just another day in the office. I can go on with all these little dad jokes.
Let's calm it down, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. I haven't seen you in a while. How's it going?
I haven't seen you in a minute. How have you been?
I've been doing good.
You've
I've been doing
all
good.
right?
Yeah. I don't have a car.
No, I haven't seen you since it almost exploded. Like when we almost ended up in Atlanta by mistake about that, dude.
Man.
I literally haven't spoken to you since we almost went to Atlanta by accident.
I thought you were mad at me. I just didn't want to. I don't want to bother
I
you.
was. I was.
Oh man, yeah. So for those watching, I had shows over in Valdosta, Georgia, that I was doing for a little while. Very nice place. Rascals. If you ever see them again, go check out their place. Very good food. However, when we drove out there, so I've done this drive like 100 times at this point, right? Just driving all the way from Jacksonville to Valdosta, going over the border, and then the drive back. Done it over and over and over again. And so me and Danny, we rode up to the show, and at first, okay, my car wasn't going to explode.
Listen, man.
No.
I was almost to your house, and you texted me, "Hey, man, can we take your car?"
But the reason why was because I had little gas. I didn't have. No. It was not my car.
You texted me and said my car didn't start.
I know
morning.
I texted you, but I meant something else. Okay.
I'd have threw you gas.
I know. But that's the point.
You said my car didn't start this morning.
Yeah, and then you were saying, "Well, I just don't want to drive any farther." And I was like, "Oh, well, turns out my car is good, so let's just take it."
You're like, "Oh, it turned on. We're good."
Yeah, I kind of played hooky on that one, but no. So the worst part was, so we drove all the way to the show. Great show. It was outstanding.
It's like 2 hours away from the house.
Yeah, it's a 2-hour drive. It's literally a 2-hour drive, and then so we're driving back, and as we're driving back, I'm like getting like a bunch of texts and calls like over and over again, and so I'm getting distracted. And as we're like going on the exit, and so we go on the exit, we're having a good hour and a half drive. Then all of a sudden, I see a Coca-Cola factory, and I'm like, man, I've driven here 100 times. I've never seen a Coke factory. And then at the same time, I like see that it said the Coca-Cola factory. I'm like, where are we? I like look up, and then at the same time I look up, my brother calls me and he's like, dude, why are you heading to Auburn right now?
I'll give you credit. It was raining.
Dude, it was raining.
You pulled out in rain with an angry text message. So you were back and forth. You were calling somebody on your phone.
Yeah.
Mad. You were kind of arguing a little bit. It was a little rain. I was minding my fucking business. I was not trying to tell you how to drive your route. And so I'm not paying attention. Only one of you windshield wipers kind of worked on my side.
Yeah, that's right.
On the passenger side, I didn't see nothing. Dude. He could have been in Tennessee. I did not know.
Yeah, the fact that that car has driven over 260,000 miles is beyond me.
I'm surprised.
I can't believe it.
And so by the time you figured it out,
we figured it out,
oh no, and I'm like, what? And you're like, we've been driving in the wrong direction, dude. We drove an hour and a half north from Valdosta, Georgia.
And what was the time on the ride back? I think it said 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Something like that.
Oh,
and then once
Christ.
we got back to your place, my house is another hour 40 from your house. I arrived back home at about 4:30 a.m.
Oh, Christ.
I had to work at 7.
Oh, Christ.
I had to
sorry.
power nap and then be mad as hell.
Oh, my God, dude.
While working.
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. I just remember the moment that we realized what was going on. I purposely made that car silent because I was so mad at myself that I knew if I were to speak, I'd be like, what are you fucking talking for? You got us in this mess, you idiot.
I was like, hey, man. Yeah, you were pretty mad. So I was like,
yeah, and then at one point you were just like, So you heard any some old Juice songs lately? Some Juice WRLD?
I mean, we got the time to kill.
It's exactly. I know you were like, dude, we got a while. We might as well just not be mad about it. And I was just like, fucking, you're right, dude. Yeah, let's just put on some rap music and get going.
And then we started to run out of gas, and then we had to find a
God.
gas station that was open at 2 a.m., which took a couple exits.
Yeah, because
We
it's
would
the
get
middle,
off.
Yeah.
The only thing on that exit's a gas station. Shut down. Next one, shut down. I was like, dude, please find a Love's somewhere.
Dude, my balls were shriveling. It was a scary moment for me. I'll tell you that.
It was rough. Yeah, so it was like, hey, this car might die. We have 3.5 hours of driving.
But we just made some pretty good cash at the show.
That
That was the only good thing about it.
I think that was the one where I sold all my merch.
yeah. That was
Every bartender bought a shirt.
That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, because your shirt was like, what? There's something about the tits or something like
My
that?
tits get me in trouble a lot.
Yeah, my tits
so
get me
it
in
was
trouble.
like straight 24-year-old bartenders. They're like, we need that. I was
my
like,
God,
sure.
my boobies get me in trouble now.
One of them bartered me, which is crazy.
They bartered you?
One T-shirt had a little dot on it, like an ink dot, and
Yeah.
she went, "It's damaged. Will you do it for 15?" I was like, "What is this? A flea market?"
Oh my God! No, I'll get you a better shirt. Okay,
Yeah,
how
I
about
was
that?
like, damn.
Oh well, no, you can't have this one for 15, but you can have a similar one like it for 20.
And also, my stupid ass, it's Valdosta, Georgia, which is like 15 minutes from Florida.
Yeah.
It's on the border.
Yeah.
In one of my jokes, I'm like, hey, y'all ever been to Florida? And everybody in sync went, yeah, it's right
Duh.
there. You asked me if we went to the neighborhood Walmart, basically. They're like, half of us live there.
I don't know, right? It's just like, you guys ever go to the grocery store?
Yeah. They're like, no shit. Move on. I was like, oh,
Exactly.
yeah. Wrong crowd.
Dude, it was definitely the wrong crowd. I mean, I've had a few crowds where I try to make references all the time and it just won't work, especially with rap music, you know, because I don't get anything going on. Like, I'll try to make a rap reference and then next thing I know, I'm looking at a bunch of honkies that are just staring at me.
I've seen you make a lot of Jacksonville Jaguar references that everybody's like, I don't watch football.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, I used to have that one joke that it killed me. I thought it was hilarious, and it never worked ever. No matter where the fuck I went, it was Trevor Lawrence and a horse walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Hey fellas, what the long face is?"
And then people were like,
No.
who's Trevor
Yeah,
Lawrence?
the people were like, "Who the fuck is Trevor Lawrence?"
Because I know a couple Jags fans that don't even know their starting quarterback.
Shut the fuck up,
So
dude.
it's like, that's a two-parter. You got to be in with it, I guess.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, it's just like, well, yeah, horses have long face.
They're like, duh.
Duh.
Who's this woman you're speaking of?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I saw someone that looked like Trevor Lawrence at a party one time. That poor girl. But
It's his now girlfriend.
yeah,
Or his wife. His wife looks exactly like him.
Yeah, oddly enough, they just have like two different sharp chins. Like she has more of like a sharp like triangle chin. He's got like a sharp jowl.
Yeah.
Like he's got like some like if you were to accidentally run into the side of him, you'd probably get a canker sore.
Yeah. You're getting cut.
You're getting cut. You're getting cut. Yeah. Anyone who had to go against him that sacked him, they all ended up with cuts.
If you see him running without a helmet, run.
Oh, dude. Speaking of hitting, did you hear about this thing with Method Man recently?
No.
Oh, that's great, Marshall. Pull it up. So we got this awesome news story for you. It turns out Method Man is still on his bullshit.
Duh. What did he do this time?
So from what I gather, I'm going around. I don't know where you get your news from. I go on XXL. That's where I get my news. And so Method Man allegedly punches man 7 times in the face at New York gym. So first off, who is standing the whole time to get 7 back-to-back punches to the face?
You know what I think is funny to start this? The picture of the guy that published it looks like Method Man.
Oh, dude, sure enough.
He
What's
outed
his name?
himself. He wrote his own article.
Oh, his name is C. Vernon Coleman II. Good
That's
for you.
what Method Man's real name is.
Yeah, Mr. Vernon out here, he's writing about his own.
He just beat somebody's ass and wanted to tell everybody about it.
Not only did he beat someone's ass, so it says right here, Method Man was reportedly involved in an altercation in New York gym where he allegedly punched a man 7 times in the face. Jesus. Hilarious. And then so what happened from what we're seeing here, it says police were called to the scene and the man reported in his pain in his face and feeling dizzy.
Wow.
Yeah. Who knew? However, he turned down medical assistance, meth, short for Method Man, not the drug.
Crazy.
He was not arrested for the no way. He wasn't arrested for the fight. So you're telling me this guy assaulted a dude in the gym, and then New York police came in and was just like, "Oh, Sammy THOD man."
Yeah, no, it's New York. They showed up and was like, Wu-Tang?
Yeah. So what happened? So it says here. So Method Man's daughter Cheyenne, aka Shay, is a budding hip hop artist who broke out in the game last year. Never heard of you. So
No.
Meth, go ahead, get some rhymes in her book. Make sure it gets going.
Throw her a feature.
She released her single "Hairs and Nails" in Bougie Ghetto. Well, so so her songs are choices, is what it looks like. It's hair and nails, bougie and ghetto.
She likes blank and blank.
Blank
names.
and blank. Yeah, it's very, very right
Long
there.
and tan. I don't know. She's their next.
And
album.
then last February, followed by Walk last September. All right, so there should be another thing. What happened? Who was the person that he punched though? So the fight seems out of character for the rapper. What rapper is gonna punch someone 7 times in the face and someone's gonna be like, "That's not him. That's not you.
Yeah, no,
You're not like this, man."
Kind
It's like,
of a
it's like when
gangster,
you're at like a house party and like the guys get in a fight and there's that girlfriend that comes out just like, baby, you're not like this. Stop.
You're not like this.
Yeah, just
like,
make.
do we forget who Method Man was?
Yeah,
Just
dude.
because he's done a couple movies now,
Yeah.
you can't think he's soft as baby.
If I'm not
shit
mistaken, he definitely had a song where it started off saying, "I'm gonna put your nuts on a dresser, just your nuts, and bang them shits with a hammer."
now. Yeah, same guy. It's not like him though. It's not.
No, I can't see it happening.
At a gym.
But he's currently up for an NAACP Image Award. for outstanding supporting role in a drama series for his role Power Book 2 Ghost. So because he's playing a character on a show, he's up for NAACP's Image Award for outstanding support. And for an Image Award. Last I checked, an Image Award was about how good of a character you were as a
Yeah.
person.
I've never heard of that show.
I have a dream.
That's exactly it. Let's see. While there's no report of the incident
No
caught on
video.
I don't believe that. Dude, there's
Bullshit.
cameras everywhere in gyms.
Everybody pulled out. He was just threatening them.
You're telling me that people saw Method Man and was just like, we should mind our business. We got to mind our
Yeah.
business. Dude, X was shot in the neck in a car and like 20 people
there was
filmed
3 different angles
Yeah.
of that.
And yet this guy gets punched 7 times in the face and no one wants to show the video of Method Man. Oh, we're sorry, Meth. We're not going to ruin your rep.
Yeah, and it's also a XXL article, which is a rap article. So they're just like, he didn't do nothing wrong, man.
The best
That's-
part right here is that it says XXL has reached out to the New York City Police Department and Method Man for comment. So
they want the story.
what the fuck? Yeah, dude, first off, I can't imagine someone from the New York City Police getting a phone call and being like, "Hi, we're with XXL. Can you like tell us what happened?" And they're just like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
no, you're a website, buddy. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna give you
leave me
information."
alone. And how many police departments know what XXL is?
Or yeah, I can't imagine. I don't know, dude. This is probably one of my favorite articles I pulled to like in a while. Because if I don't know if you remember, but a couple of years ago, the same thing happened to another rapper by the name of MGK.
MGK. I mean, I'm
Yes.
pretty sure he beat
Where
up a
rapper
couple people.
Machine Gun Kelly canceled show after getting punched in the chest 65 times.
He got punched in the chest 65
Yes,
times.
him and Method Man got together apparently and traded punches. No, I'm playing. I have no idea. But dude, now this is more crazier than 7 times in the face. So
65 times.
Dude, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who is he counting every single punch?
Yeah, first off, very specific number.
Dude, it's like Goku doing like the 1,000 punches,
Yeah.
punches, man.
Who counted?
You know what it was?
How were you on the ground that long?
He's so fucking pale that those bruises came out like nothing.
Oh, they just counted the.
Oh, I'm
bump-
sure
like
they
he got
counted
lit
those.
up by a paintball
Oh
gun.
yeah, like it was a bunch of welts from a pit. Like he
Yeah.
just went like duck hunting with himself.
They took pictures and were like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh wow, 65 times in the chest, and you just sat there. I couldn't stop.
Just sat there. That's like that guy in Vegas that stabbed 90 people. 90?
Where the hell? What?
90?
Someone stabbed someone 90 times?
Dude, how did 85 of those like really?
Wait, I'm sorry, 90 people?
90 people. Same guy, stab.
Damn. So after the 89th one, he just couldn't get filled. couldn't fill
That's
his
insane.
couldn't fill his toe.
That's nuts. It's like, dude, you're telling me you saw it coming and you didn't move?
I mean, it blows my mind, especially like when you see like I was just seeing on the news not too long ago where in St. Augustine, bro, some priest, he was part of a church, but he's just sitting out front of this coffee shop drinking his coffee, and a lady comes up and says, "Excuse me, sir," stabs him in the chest.
Stabs
him in the chest. And dude, of all people, she got so lucky because he didn't press charges. He was just like, no. She knows knows not
he's
what
a
she's
real
doing.
priest.
Yeah, I
then.
know exactly. And I'm like, dude, of all people that she stabbed, she got lucky with the priest.
That's crazy. Any other person, you bitch.
Dude, oh man, no. As soon as something like sharp touches me at all, it could be like just like a pencil to the hand, and I will scream.
It could be that
shout.
little plastic thing that's usually in your tag on a new T-shirt and stab me, and I'll rip it off.
Oh, dude, and like middle school, if someone even like tried to poke me, I would just tell a teacher right away. I had no remorse. I had no remorse.
I don't deal with
dude. People would just be like, "I'm gonna fight you after school," and I'm like, "No, you're not," because I'm just gonna tell the dean. I'm like, I'm going to tell people, and you're gonna go in trouble. Now you're a kid with a record.
Luckily for me, when I used to snitch in school, it was for outlandish reasons. In middle school, there was a kid, right? Given I kind of provoked it. I was like, that girl not gonna like you, right? And what he proceeded to do was stab me in the neck with a pencil, right? That's not the crazy part. He was stabbing me in the neck with the pencil. I had to break the pencil to get away from him, right? He then pulls out a razor blade out of his wristband. Middle school, like 7th grade.
Who the hell were you fighting, John Wick?
Yeah, I think so. He might be dead now. Who knows? Pulls a razor out of the wristband and comes at me. He's a bit bigger than me. I am big now, but he was bigger than me. So I ran away and then went to my next period and was like, hey, so I should tell somebody if somebody pulled a razor out on me, right? Teacher was like, yeah. They pulled me out of class. There was a surveillance camera right above us. I got to watch the footage of him just coming at me with a razor.
Oh, talk about out-of-body experience right there.
It was crazy. I was like, damn. They caught the best angle of that ever. Immediately, they were like, you need to press charges. I was like, nah, I don't want to. I didn't press charges. He still went to jail for 9 months and then had a restraining order with me. And then he came back to school eventually a couple years later. He was in my class. He sat right next to me. He's like, hey, dog, you remember that crazy shit that happened in middle school?
Yeah, I haven't been able to sleep for a while thanks to you, buddy.
Yeah, he was like, it'd be so funny, bro, if I became the best man at your wedding and you're like telling your parents how we met. And I'm like, yeah, I almost killed your son. He's like, I would have killed you though, right? And I was like,
that's what he said to you.
Yeah. He's like,
he wanted to reaffirm with you.
Yeah. He's like, I would have killed you though. I was finna cut your throat. And I was like, thanks, man. Teacher, can you do something about this? I was like, didn't I have a restraining order? How is he in my class?
Holy shit.
It's crazy.
You had a restraining order on him too.
That snitch made sense to me.
Yeah, man. If you got a restraining order, man, you gotta keep up with that for yourself.
Yeah, allegedly. I didn't know I had to renew my membership on a restraining order.
Yeah, we would enforce his restraining order. We see that he was a big problem years ago, but you didn't pay your $200.
Yeah, it's been a while. He went to jail. He's new now.
He's a born again Christian, actually. He's a born again Christian.
Yeah, he wasn't no born again Christian.
No, dude, I used to get suspended for the stupidest shit in middle school. I'll tell you what, dude. One of the times I got suspended, I was like sick for about like 2-3 weeks or something like that. Like, dude, like a while. I just had the flu. Like it was real bad. And then when I finally came back, I like went to school early. I was like excited. I dressed up. I'm like, I haven't seen my friends in a while. It's gonna be awesome. And then I go into like the cafeteria area, and I'm like the first one there. I got my headphones in, and I go over like the fire alarm, and the fire alarm had like a case over it. Now in the locker room, the boys' locker room, people would just flip the case up and down, up and down, up and down, and nothing would happen. And so I just literally just walked over it, and I was just like, all right, well, while I wait for the doors to open, I'm just gonna fuck around with this thing. And dude, flipped it up, fell off the alarm, and my headphones are in, so I can't hear anything. But then I pick it up, put it on the thing, and my hands are vibrating heavy, which means the alarm is going off, and I fucking panic, sprint down to the bike rack area where I was like, yeah, they're never gonna find out it was me. They have no idea. And then I walked in, and they were just like, do you know who did it? I was like, I fucking did it. I'm like, I did it. I'm so sorry. I don't know what I did. I don't know why I did it. I'm sorry. And then they were just like, yeah, we understand. We understand. Since you told the truth, we're just going to suspend you for 3 days.
Damn. They still gave you something?
Dude, I know. I'm like, the fire alarm wasn't even pulled at all. I was just fucking around with the case, just me and my dumb 13-year-old mind, just going like, just on that. I got caught stealing milk once. You know, I got suspended.
I've been on that one.
Yeah, that's a humbling experience.
I got suspended off the bus once, and I was mad. The reason why they wrote, because off a bus, they got to write the reason you got suspended, right? So what happened was, you get to a railroad track, they make you sit there until everybody's like fucking assholes are closed. Like they don't let you go over the track.
The railroad track.
It has to be dead silent. So I'm a big fan of Bo Burnham. So I then, when it's dead silent, yelled a Bo Burnham lyric, which was, I met a fat bitch and I fucked her in an elevator. It was wrong on so many levels, right? So I yelled that, right? And then so the bus driver saw me say it and then wrote me a referral on it, right? On the referral said, yelling Adele lyrics at railroad track. And they sent me and I had to go to the principal's office. He was like, let me see what you did here. Yelled Adele lyrics. And I was like, hold on. I was like, I'll take the suspension for what I did. But damn you if you catch me for going to on Adele lyrics. I was like, and he was like, I don't know, man. I was like, yo, principal, name me one Adele song that curses. Yeah. Name me one. I was like, if you show me one, I'll take double the damage. I don't care. I was like, it's not possible. I was mad for the reason.
That's so funny. That was like one time I had something kind of like that happen where actually no, it was a stupid story. It's not funny.
All right.
Yeah, I had to like reevaluate. It was going to be one of those stories where it was definitely just going to end up in like, and that happened. No, when I was in 8th grade, I rapped for the 8th grade talent show.
Did you now? You cross diggity dag block.
Yeah.
Rap
at the time, my name was Civilian, and the L was a 1.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And we had our own little gang sign too. It was what? Yeah, it was this. It was like the idea was like because if you were to try to wait. Oh, this is what it was. Because like
the idea got shot on Crenshaw for doing that.
The idea was like you can't pull your ring fingers apart when you do this. Like you physically cannot do it. And so the idea was like, yo, we're all connected like these ring fingers, we'll never be pulled apart like our ring fingers touching together.
You were trying to be a gangster, and I was actually trying to get stabbed. I guess.
Yeah, dude, I thought I was a rapper, bro. I really did. Me and my friends, we started a rap group called Flying High Records.
It's crazy. You have a rapper-ish name already, and then you went with Civilian?
Yeah, because I had a shirt that said Civilian, and I thought it would be perfect.
Stole the Civilian
No. Yeah, I just took it right off of it. Well, because I was in Guantanamo Bay. When I was at Guantanamo Bay, they had shirts that said Navy, Army, and then one that said Civilian. I'm like, hilarious. I'm getting that.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
I want that one, dude.
Yeah. I was like at the store and I was just like, dude, you're telling me there's civilian shirts? I'm like, I want 20 of these, man.
Thank God you weren't wearing a Billabong shirt at the
time. No. Instead, I wore fitted white caps. That's what I did.
Yeah, you did.
I wore white shirt every day, white T-shirt. I was Cam Patterson in the flesh. I wore the white T-shirts, and then on top of that, I had the backwards white fitted cap.
Oh, no.
And dude, and the worst part about the performance was I didn't look up, like I didn't listen to the audio like right before it, like the instrumental. So I didn't know that it was like so many beats behind. Like it was slowed. It slowed. So it wouldn't have gotten copywritten, I guess, is like the way that they had it.
So you didn't even practice?
I didn't even practice. And so I'm up there, I'm like, you gotta lose yourself in the music the moment you own it.
No.
Dude. I remember, and then after it, I sang opera because
you didn't win. First off,
no. There's no shot I was gonna win. No, I probably won with the singing. I mean, I won everybody back because, dude, there's nothing more.
Same talent show or different?
Same.
Okay.
Same, dude. Because we were doing practices like the day before, and I was singing the song from. Oh, fuck.
Step
Step Brothers, yes.
I know it. You didn't
yes.
even say it.
Yeah. Porti Volare by Andrea Bocelli. And so I was
Yeah.
singing that. And then they were like, oh, my God, Cross, you should do that too. And I was like, I will. And so not only did I go out there with like my rapper outfit, I also had like on the side, I had a tuxedo jacket to put over. And then I was like, Porti Volare, you know, just went right into it.
Glass of red wine on the stool next to you.
Oh, my God. That would have been great. But, dude, the sea of empty blank faces as they're watching the worst rap performance in the world, dude. Dude, the worst part, at one point I had forgotten to breathe the whole song. So I'm literally going up there and then I just pretended that the mic got cut. So I just started like hitting it over and over again, making it look like
That's improvising.
Yeah. And then it worked because when I got off, like my buddy Willie, he was just like, dude, it's fucked up. Like your mic was cutting out. And I was like, yeah, I know, man. I didn't know why. I didn't know. I don't know why I did.
That's so good. At the end, I would have just marketed it as like, yeah, I'm not a rapper at all. That was just to get you to pull back,
man.
and then I hit you with the.
Dude.
Did I do that?
Dude, the more I'm pulling back the story, the more I'm realizing like what came after it. Because what came after it was apparently the media teacher filmed the whole thing. And then so like a couple of days later, like after it all, you know, settled down, I just, you know, I saved my face. I pretended like I didn't go, you know. So then they started showing videos of people's performances, and like I'm literally watching and they're going in order. Like day by day it would be like another person, and I'm just like sitting there, I'm like 3 fucking away. Like, so dude, I went over to her class and I was just like, and I'm like, I swear to God, I'm not joking around right now. I'm going to kill myself if you show that video. And she's like, I'm going to write you up for that. And I'm just like, just please don't show that video.
Okay.
Just please
I'll
don't show the
take the
video.
referral
Please don't
over
show the
killing
video.
myself.
Please don't show the video. And she's like, okay, listen, I'll take the video down if you just go to class every day. Just like on time or whatever.
Yeah.
Like don't walk in the halls. And I would get caught walking in the halls every day. And every time she would just like look at me like in the halls and she would just be like, still have the video.
Oh, no.
Dude. Oh man. Oh, dude. I'm sweating right now thinking about it. It's,
That's so funny.
it's really. I can't
so
even talk about it right now.
I technically had to make a rap song in class once, in also middle school. Middle school was fucking off for me. I technically had to make a rap song for advanced agriculture class. It couldn't have gotten any whiter than that.
Advanced agriculture.
For advanced agriculture class.
You went to AA?
Yeah,
Nice.
Man. It was the first time they had advanced agriculture in the school, and the teacher's assignment was that you had to get either you could do it solo or you get groups, and you had to write a rap song about agriculture to the remix of Black and Yellow. It had to be. That was the entire assignment. He gave us 2 weeks to do this, dude.
It's so funny that like a teacher's idea of like a good rap song is just like, okay, we're gonna use the new hip song "Black and Yellow" by Wiz Khalifa.
It was when Black and Yellow literally was hot.
Oh,
and
this song is hip.
Yeah, he had the instrumental, and then once you wrote it,
shit.
then you had to perform it.
Yeah.
For the class.
Yeah.
I was the only one that took it seriously.
Yeah.
And so everybody else just did horrible.
Yeah.
It was like toast these toaster strudels, and I was like, what? And I won. I won the contest.
So funny.
To where then I had to literally type out the rap and send it to the like Federation of Agriculture themselves. I can only imagine they were reading a 12-year-old's rap about agriculture. I was like, dude, I have to send this seriously. I have to sit at the teacher's desk and type it.
Yeah.
It goes through my head weekly.
Dude,
That's
so fucking funny. I had that same kind of thing we had to do for a project, but it was a science, and the thing we had to do was we had to make a song to another song, kind of like this one too. But what we did was we did "I'm Coming Home" by
so much
by
harder.
P Diddy, and dude, so like we had to sing about microwaves. So we're like, I'm a wave, tell the world I'm a microwave. Like that's dude, we had to like have makeshift like instruments and shit too.
That's horrible.
Oh, dude, she put us through hell and back.
That was limited. At least I was like, there's a lot of different agriculture I could talk
Oh,
about.
my
I'm talking
God.
about goats. I'm talking about watermelons, dude. I'm like, my teacher, I threw his name in there for extra credit.
Yeah,
I called it blue and yellow because that's what the 2 colors of our agriculture thing was.
What was his name?
Mr. Smith.
Yo, shout out Smith.
Mr. Smith.
DJ Smitty.
He only had one hand, dude. It was a crazy.
Why do people with severed limbs always work in agriculture?
I don't know. Well, everybody used to ask him, be like, "Yo, what happened to your hand?" He's like, "A goat bit it off." And you're like, "No, I don't think it did."
Yeah, I was just sleeping out in the meadows.
Yeah, if a goat bit off my hand, I'm not an agriculture teacher
No, dude.
anymore.
If a goat bit my hand, I would spend the rest of my life killing every goat.
I'm eating
that's a
lamb
vengeance.
gyros
It's
for
a
every
vengeance.
meal for the rest of my life.
For sure, yeah, dude. Just get a couple of pitas, dude, and you're set. You're set. You're telling me that those side-eyed looking fellas, that, those what the hell kind of pupil is that? You know,
No.
like that
And now
bar.
that I'm thinking about it, I'm curious of what happened to that teacher nowadays. Because also he asked me and another student to go with him after school to go pick up goat feed and stuff. And so I remember going with another student, just him, me, and another student. He let us stop at McDonald's first, and he's like, "You pick 2 items," and we got to pick 2 items off the dollar menu. He gave us that, and then we had to go get sheep feed and stuff with him. He could have killed us. He could have did some wild shit to us.
That's so funny, dude. My dad would he would pull that kind of thing all the time. Like if we were to go to a restaurant or something, not a restaurant, like a gas station, he would always go to the gas station to buy himself something. But he'd be like, "All right, boys, you can get something as long as it's not candy." And so we'd get our soda. I mean, I wasn't like a candy guy. I would get like a Powerade or something. But then my dad, he would get like a 32-ounce Bud Light, just put it in his lap. Yeah, it would just be like our weekend. It would be like our weekend with our dad, and he's picking us up from school, and he's like, "All right, boys, we're gonna stop by the Circle K, get yourself something."
Jesus, I mean, my dad. I mean, as soon as the kids' meals at restaurants is usually 11 or 12 years old.
Yeah,
my fat ass. Every time we'd get to as soon as I turned 11, dude, it was the biggest year of my life because I was like, I don't have to eat off that small ass menu anymore.
And then your dad would still give
my dad. We would go to a menu and he would go, "He's 11," and I go, "No, I'm not."
I knew it.
Every time I'm like, "I want the adult chicken tenders." Dude.
Oh man, dude, we would do that. My dad would do the buffets too, and the Chinese and Asian buffets. They ask how old you are.
Yep.
And it was always 3 years younger, no matter what it was, no matter what we were. We were always 3 years
you
younger.
You go to Universal or Disney World, they're before 4. He'll be 6. I'm like, get in the stroller.
Exactly.
You have to.
I know. And then, but my littlest brother, he, we started understanding that oh, now I'm getting older. It's awesome. The second, exactly like you. He just heard, my dad says, "Oh, he's 4," and he's like, "No, Daddy, I'm 8." And then he's just like,
Son. Yeah, that happened quite a lot. Actually, the Chinese buffet by my house goes by height.
What?
It doesn't go by age.
What do you mean it goes by height?
If you're a child, they'll go by height. That's the price range. No longer, because too many people are lying about their age. You're like, "Nah, he's 4, so he's free." No, they're like, if you're 3, 5 or under.
Dude, Wee Man is probably eating for free.
Dude, small people are chilling right now.
Oh, dude, I know. You ever see that video of that little dude doing the midget wrestling, and he's right before he's singing Linkin Park?
No.
I wish I had the video. I would show you, but it's just like a little guy. All you hear is just, "I become so numb." It just hits the most perfect. "I'm tired of being what you want me to be." Dude, it's just a voice you can't expect to hear from that little fella, the little guy.
The little guy.
Oh, that's so cute.
They're thriving, man. They're thriving at buffets. They're thriving. They can sing. I don't know.
I can't believe that it's by height. I mean, it makes total sense now you said it out
you
loud.
get it, but at the same time, you're like, yeah, what about little people? What if
Exactly.
they walk in, they're just like, "No, you're still paying." He's like, "But it's by price."
I didn't make the policy, man. You're the one that's supposed to
I'm
enforce it.
I mean,
I'm a law-abiding
I'd
citizen.
assume they get a lot less little people in than children pretending to be underage, I guess.
Oh, I'm sure.
From a business perspective, let it ride. Dude.
Yeah. All it takes is just one person look over and be like, "Yeah, kid."
Yeah. You can't tell a kid. If it's a smaller person, you can tell.
Yeah,
You know.
100%. 100%. Yeah, you can tell. Just look at the hands. You'll
Look
know.
at the hands.
Just look at the hands. You'll know.
Bow-legged a little bit. You got it, dude.
Got a forehead of a packing peanut. I'm sorry. That's not right. That's not funny.
That's wrong.
It's hilarious, actually. No. Oh man. Oh shit. Dude, I just it's been getting too warm too quick. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I know. I just started wearing a jacket. Now I'm like, I can't.
Oh, I mean, I'm wearing a jacket right now. I thought I was sweating because
That's probably why you're sweating.
I was thinking about. I thought I was sweating, but no. It just turns out I'm really I'm a fat guy and I'm in a heavy jacket and I'm just a sweaty fella.
Welcome.
I went to a birthday party last night and it's just you ever just go to a birthday party that you have no idea who any of these fucking people are?
Yeah.
And
Did you get dragged from like your girl?
No, it was actually across
so you
the street.
just showed up to a birthday party?
Yeah.
Okay,
No, it was across the
then
street.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
that's psychotic behavior.
No, it was a family friend of ours. They're neighbors. It was their birthday yesterday, and so we went in. But no, I do this thing. I've been doing this thing when I go to parties, like whenever I don't know anybody and like I'm leaving.
Upper decker. Oh, okay.
I mean that's hilarious, but I mean I don't have the balls to do something like that because I would let it go. I'd be like, it's fucking me.
It was me.
I did that. No, but like when I go to parties now, or like whenever I'm at a social gathering and like people are saying goodbye to like the person that's next to me or something like that, what I've been doing lately is just like reaching out, shaking their hand, and being like, dude, so good to see you again.
Oh, even though you've never
met
them
him. Yeah, no, because like, dude, it's the same reaction every time. I'm telling you, same reaction.
Nobody's gonna be like, well. Just like with
exactly. I'll just be like, dude, it's so good to see you again, and they're just.
I'm like, I've met you before.
Yeah, man.
Right. Yeah, no.
You hear it in their voice. You hear like the swallow, and then like, yeah, man, yeah.
Yeah, nobody's gonna be like, yeah, I don't remember you, because then that's gonna get to a conversation if you really forgot him that you don't want to get into.
No, man, that's the worst. It was just
pretend to move on.
Yeah, exactly. Because I just I'm tired of trying to like meet people when I go to these things. You know what I'm saying? It's like I got enough friends. Like I hear about my grandfather. He always complains that he doesn't want to go hang out with his friends, and I'm like, damn, why, man? And then like. Now that I'm like 3 years older than the time I asked that question, I'm like, I fucking get it. I'm like, I don't want any more friends either, Grandpa. I'm like,
it's just more people to piss me off.
Dude, I swear to Christ, it's just like if I'm not happy with the way something's going on, and like I tell someone, and then they give me like some half-ass answer, like, "Oh, maybe it'll get better." You're not a friend of mine. I don't want anything to do with you. You have nothing. You have nothing.
That's
to value,
once again just lying and moving on.
It's exactly it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like at these parties. I mean, dude, everyone knows, like my parents, you know, like that's there. But like, it's funny is because like when I come out, people are like, "Oh, so are you like friends with Steve?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I'm Gina's son." And they're like, "What?" Like, dude, every time you tell someone that you're someone's like son, like at a function, they always give you like the idea that you just told them Atlantis is real.
Yeah,
it's just like, show me right now.
Show me a picture of you two in the same room. I don't believe you.
Yeah, go get her right now and explain to me what you just said to me. Oh shit, man. Oh man. So for what we got going on here, guys, in the CB radio, we're going to be moving on to another section. I know there's a lot more smoother transitions to be doing this, but I like to be very upfront and direct with you guys because, hey, as my audience, we're friends, right? We're friends. Danny, you're friends with my audience, right?
I guess.
Yeah, Danny's friends with my audience. I'm friends with my audience. So today, guys, we're going to have a little friendly watch along. So what we got here is, I don't know about you, man. I love Bradley Cooper. You like Bradley Cooper?
He's solid.
So I love every single movie he's ever been in. I'm not saying that just to yank his dick on the news. He's my guy. I think he's one of the best actors ever, which is why I'm so pissed off that he told a very obvious lie of a story. So this is the Graham Norton show. Oh no, Graham Norton. He's a British guy out there, Britain land, and so he has like these celebrities come on. And what just happened? This dude on the right here, he just got done telling a story, and now Bradley Cooper is about to tell a story.
Okay,
trying to one up him, and you tell me where he's obviously lying. Like, once we finish this, you're gonna point at me. You're gonna be like, "That's it."
You still signed his name on his behalf.
I did it.
Start over.
Well, we've heard the screams tonight. You must get a lot of attention now.
I remember I did a movie, Matthew McConaughey, called Failure to Launch.
Oh, yes.
And I was at an Applebee's in Atlanta, Georgia. And this woman came up and she said, oh my God, can I have your autograph? And I was really excited. I thought, oh yes, absolutely. I was so excited. And I wrote down, and she's going, oh no, just put Matthew McConaughey. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not Matthew McConaughey. Oh, I know you're not Matthew McConaughey, but you work with him. That's enough. Thank you very much. And you know what? I signed it. And I misspelled the shit out of it.
I don't get it. You're telling me that the place that you're working in, that a top secret project like a movie, a lady's gonna come up and be like, "Oh, so you work with Matthew McConaughey?
You work with him.
Shut the fuck up, Bradley Cooper."
Yeah.
I've told lies like this before, and but not in an audience like this. Like literally, this is like a lie that you tell when the guy's story before you was obviously an awesome story, and you're just like, "I'm pretty awesome too. Let me hop in."
It's like a stand-up bit.
It's a stand-up bit.
It's a stand-up bit for a couple people.
It's exactly it.
It's exactly like as if, because as being a comic, enough people walk up to you and be like, "Tell me a joke."
Yes.
And you're like, "Fucking die."
Exactly.
You know?
And like I believe there's a little bit more to this video where like these guys somehow buy it. These guys somehow fucking buy it.
I mean, yeah, because they're not gonna call him out on his shit. Like, it's Bradley Cooper.
She was happy that you knew Matthew McConaughey. Yeah, that was it. But that you still would sign his name on his behalf.
I did it.
And I did it. That was a low moment.
That is fantastic.
You never just forget that you're well known.
he's like saying like, so he's like saying it to me. He's saying it like he's calling out his bullshit. You know what I'm saying? He's like, so you saying that she did that and then you said yes.
He was so excited about that, by the way.
He was just so excited.
That really happened.
Wow, I'm a part of the bit.
And even him, he almost choked up on himself. He's like, yeah,
that's right.
That
I forgot. It was also it happened again when I was in a movie with Paul Rudd. People thought I was Paul Rudd, so I signed it. And then I was in a movie with Denzel Washington, and people were just like, "Wow, you guys are twins." And
guys, the same guy. That's insane.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? Just write Denzel Washington down. I don't care that there's a famous fucking Bradley Cooper in front of me, dude. That's failure to launch. That was like one of the shittiest movies in the beginning. Like that was like after Hangover. That was like after Hangover. He was already a somebody. I just can't believe it, man. It's just I don't know if you ever like told like a stupid lie to like your family that just kind of just kept going on like this.
It kept going on. Like, I don't even know. I can't lie that well. I can't. I just, me personally, I don't do the lying thing.
No, when I lie, I sound like Bradley fucking Cooper, apparently.
Yeah.
I tell you all the details that I want you to hear without any logic whatsoever.
I'm too honest to a bad way. Like, if I go to Walmart and she doesn't scan something, I'm like, wait, it's too cheap. I've done that twice, actually.
Dude.
I'm like, wait, why is it so cheap? Did you miss-scan something? She's like, actually, I did. And she scanned it again. And I'm like, stupid.
Dude. Oh, man. So you've been to the Navy Pier, haven't you? In Chicago?
Yes.
Bro, I went to the Navy Pier in January. My girl and I, when we were there, we went to the Navy Pier. And, like, I went there to, like, just show her the area and just, like, show her what it's about. We stopped for a drink, dude. Never a fucking gan. Because, dude, we ordered, like, we both ordered Tito's and Sprite.
Okay.
Any bar. $7-8 maybe, dude. This was like it was $16
each.
16 each. We ended, dude. And so like when we just like what you were saying, like as soon as we were getting to the end, it was funny because like she was like, all right, that'll be $84, and I'm like, for 2 drinks? And she's like, oh no, you got 4. And I was like, oh yeah, you're right. Okay, I'll just pay this.
That's crazy.
I was so mad, dude. I was so mad.
I mean, like the Navy Pier. I usually just got like the rainbow daiquiri, like from Billy Goat Tavern,
the really long ones. Yeah.
At 9 a.m.
Oh,
I'm like,
dude.
I can get used to this.
Oh, dude.
I went back to Chicago in November. Actually, I went twice last year.
Yeah.
Actually, I went back because my brother's wife had a nursing convention, so their job pays for the hotel, all of that. So we stayed once again on the Mag Mile, and so they were like,
you were
if you
telling
guys,
me about that time.
Yeah, so that was the first time that I went. Last year I went in June, and then I went in November, and so they're like, you get the room on the Mag Mile for 2 nights. And
Where'd you stay at?
Oh, what was that? I think it was the Marriott on Mag Mile. So it was a very solid thing. So she was like, I'm gonna be in my nursing meetings. My brother she was like, he can come, obviously, you know, it's her husband. So he was like, I would love to go to Chicago for a couple days. Problem is he's like, Chicago by myself for a couple days scared the hell out of him. I was like, I know the city quite well by now. I was like, I've been there multiple times over the last couple of years.
Right.
I was like, I'll buy both of our flights. I was like, let me chill at the hotel. I was like, I'll show you around the city. So I had 2 days to speed run him through Chicago as best as I could, and I've been there like 12 nights, and I still haven't done everything. So we got off at Midway, got the train.
Oh, nice.
Took the train from Midway straight to the hotel.
Yeah.
Got out, you know, and I had
Dude,
to
Midway
try
is such a great airport. I love
It's
that
a
area.
solid one.
Well, that area is awesome too. It's just like the brick houses and stuff that follow around it. Like
Yeah.
they're like the long, narrow ones and stuff. They're
I fly
awesome.
predominantly Southwest. I even have like a credit card and all the thing. And
Oh, yeah,
Midway
Southwest
is
is the best.
98% Midway.
Yeah.
Or Southwest,
Southwest,
at Midway.
yeah.
And so I was like, it just makes sense. I don't even need to
I
go
mean,
to
dude, you get
O'Hare.
like 2 bags for free. It's the best. It's
Two
the best.
bag, yeah.
This is not even like a
Backpack
paid.
and a
This is not
bag.
even a paid
It's
advertisement.
I like
Southwest
it.
is just the best.
Yeah, absolutely. I booked my flights to Toronto in
Yeah.
a couple months through Southwest already.
Yeah, exactly, man. No, Southwest is the shit. I hate it though when I get stuck on an airplane and I'm like next to like a big guy, because I'm already a big guy.
I get it.
You know, so when I'm next to another big guy, it's just who's fighting for the armrest the hardest.
If
know?
you ever get to my size big, it can work in your advantage.
Yeah.
I went in December. I flew a lot last year. I went to Vegas in December, right? 5-hour flight. It was a booked flight, solid. All seats should have been taken. I got on early and I sat in my window seat. You know, it's 3 seats. A guy sat in the end seat, and then there was a pilot that was also flying on the plane. Walked to my aisle. He was the very last person on. He looked in between me and the other big guy, and he went, "I'm gonna sit in the cockpit." And he then went literally back up, and he was like, "Hey," and they let him sit in the cockpit. So we just full flight. Nobody sat between us. Me and the guy looked at each other. It was like, nice, you know. Flight back, same thing. I sat in the window seat. Guy sat in the aisle. Nobody even looked at us a second time because we're
nice.
taking up a seat and a quarter.
Right.
Each
Yeah.
leaves you 1/4 of seat left.
Oh my!
I was like,
God,
don't do
man.
this to us.
Yeah,
Just sit somewhere else.
dude, I know he was definitely sitting there in his head, just like, not these.
The
fatties.
pilot, he's full pilot alpha. He was just flying back home to kind of thing.
And the last thing he wants to do is
He walked
fly
in,
back
just
home
saw
in
it,
between you two.
And he wasn't a small guy, but he wasn't like fat. He was like swole big.
But he knows
He knows how diameter works.
Yeah, he knows water displacement theory.
For
he knows
sure.
how that goes.
Yeah, I was like, dude, please.
Yeah, dude, and like it's just so funny because and now like I've had the first flight that I have ever had the other day, not the other day, but like the last one where I saw someone actually have to buy 2 tickets for
I have
themselves.
not come across that one, but I would laugh my ass off if I saw
Dude,
it.
it's
But then I'd
it's a
respect him.
stifle. It's a stifle of your laughter that you have to have because when you see her come on. First off, it kind of makes me mad when I see that because they were just getting on me about my bag being 50 pounds, and then now this lady is apparently
like, this bitch is 50 pounds.
yeah, and this,
too
and,
heavy,
and this
dude.
lady is like going to keep the plane okay. Are you
Yeah,
kidding me?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. No,
Stop
so I saw that, so I had to like stifle my laughter a little bit because I was like, oh man, she really had to buy 2 tickets.
Yeah.
And
I just would stop flying. I
swear.
think because Southwest actually offers a second seat.
Yeah.
That they would refund you.
yeah,
that-
if you
but
are on the bigger
you
side.
know how Southwest is, where it's not assigned seats.
Mm-hmm.
You sit wherever you want. So imagine me taking up 2 seats. And
Yeah.
then people are like, "Can you scoot over?" And I'm like, "No, I bought these.
I kind of got these
You
seats,
have to
thank
be
you.
that guy to be like, no,
Yeah, you
I
gotta
bought
be
2.
that guy. No, you see, I'm so big that I had to buy 2.
I had to buy
and
2.
These have my name on it, so
Yeah.
bye-bye.
Yeah, they're like, seriously? And they're like, no, I did purchase 2.
Tip. But dude, no. Speaking of fat folks, so there's a rapper in this next watch along that we got here of the name of Dank DeMoss. You ever heard of Dank DeMoss?
No.
No. So Dank
There's
DeMoss,
millions of rappers that just
dude. I was just talking about this the other day. I was like, somebody was like asking me if I heard this one country artist, and I'm just like, who? And then like they said Zach Brown. They said Zach Bryan, and I was just like, oh yeah, I know that guy. A little bit of chicken fried. They're like, no, that's Zach Brown, and I'm just like, how many fucking Zachs are in country music?
Zach is a very popular one.
No, so Dank DeMoss, she is suing Lyft currently right now. She is a rapper who she ordered into this Lyft, and what happened was this guy shows up, and he tells her, you can't fit in my vehicle.
Okay. I mean,
This is,
What? For what you saying?
Yeah, I got no space in my car is small.
I can fit in this car.
But believe me, you can.
Yes, I
Believe me,
do.
you can't.
So, I'm sorry.
What I'm gonna do about my money?
I'm gonna cancel it. You're not gonna be charged.
So you telling me I can't get in the lift because I can't fit in your car?
even catch her
Yeah,
breath.
you need to order a bigger car.
What makes you think I can't fit in the car?
Yeah, Yeah, I'm sorry.
What makes you think I can't fit in this car?
Because the car is smaller than that. For me,
My best friend has a Benz that's newer than this that I can fit in. That's the same size.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Listen to this.
So you really telling me I'm too big to get in your car? So I gotta order another Lyft.
And to be more specific with you, I got very tired tires.
What I got to do with your tires?
Yeah, and
Dude is
you have no
pulling.
space.
He
How
is
do you know I
trying
have
his
no
hardest
face?
not to call her fat to her
Yes.
face.
How
He
do you
is
know I don't have
trying.
no face?
Because I tried before.
Huh?
Because I've been in this situation.
So every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL is good.
No, I don't never have to order an Uber XL. What's your name?
Abraham Carter.
Okay. Nope.
dude,
That's so funny.
Dude, he was doing everything
Oh,
in
he
his
pulled
power to
every-
not call her a fat fuck.
And she probably could have fit, but my man pulled every piece of bag he had to try. He's like, no, but my transmission.
but my
is
tires are tired. I have tired tires.
Listen, my friend, I have capacity on these
Yeah,
tires.
and
like, yo.
the thing that makes me mad about this whole thing is that like the reason she's suing Lyft because of this is just because of this one fella right here.
Yeah.
Now I don't understand what this lawsuit could possibly be because he canceled it and gave her back her money.
The
Yeah, the
money.
money goes back. So what is she mad about?
Discrimination, I
Discrimination?
guess. But like, that's not a suable offense.
No,
that's
man.
a fireable offense. The guy probably got fired.
Hunter, I mean, I hope not. I mean, the guy's just being honest. I mean, if
Honesty's hard
honesty
to come by.
if honesty is gonna get me fired, then I'm unemployed. I'm telling you.
At least he gave reasons. He didn't just cancel and go bye. And then
He's
drove
like,
off.
because I've tried it before, my friend.
I've tried it before.
tried it
what
before.
do you mean trying it before?
It's happened before. I'm going to cancel, and you're going to need an Uber XL. Dude, what a slap in the dick
It
to have
does look
someone
like he
say
has bald
Uber
tires,
XL.
though. That's crazy. He did say Uber XL.
He said Uber XL. Can you imagine?
It's too perfect because it's also the one app that's called Lyft.
Yes,
He's
now,
like,
yeah.
my car can't
should have
do
been
it.
should have been a forklift.
Forklift should have did it.
Thank you. I'm here all week. No, so what we got next is the news story about this issue right here. So if we go ahead, I'm probably gonna like ask you to pause once or twice too. So
Have you been in cars that size before?
Yes, I have. I've been in cars smarter than that, you know?
Deja blanding
look
tells
at her.
us
She has not been in a small car in her life. She
Holy
has not-
shit.
dude. I can't like her. Like she's so big, the bottom part of her belly's got tits.
I mean, she chafes stomach to knee, you know? And
I mean, dude, if I saw anyone, man or woman, look like this coming up to my car and I have tired tires, I'm going to look at her and say, I'm canceling this ride.
you know what's crazy? That guy might have saved his job if he would have just saw her, drove away, and canceled it. Then if he would have got flack down the road, he could have been like, I had an emergency.
Exactly.
Instead, he stayed for a lengthy video.
He stayed, dude, she's obviously holding her phone like right there. He's
Yeah.
watching the whole thing. He's definitely
Listen.
thinking, he's like, oh, I'm in the right. I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
she was
stomach
just
tattoo
trying to get
worried.
to a Detroit Lions watch party this month when her Lyft rolled up.
As I'm walking, I see him like making faces or whatever. I'm like, oh man,
She already knew.
I can fit in this
Pause
car.
that. Pause that. What face? What face do you think it was?
My friend, no.
You know what? You know what the face it was? It was definitely like,
It's like, damn.
oh no.
Man. I've, shit.
Yeah, I got to come up with something. I
pretty
have to
funny.
come up with something.
I mean,
I mean, these Lyft drivers are also like these rideshare guys. They're also like the horniest dudes in the world. So he's also probably sitting there just going like if he's sitting there looking at her, like, dude, they love big girls too. So for him to sit there and be like, oh no, ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am.
too much. That's so funny. Dude, I would like to see a video today of her trying to get inside of the car. Like, that's part of the lawsuit.
Yes.
we have to test and see if like
Dude, they
OJ's
used to
glove
bring-
fits.
Yeah, they
you
used
know?
to bring shit to
I
the
wanna
courts.
see
Yeah.
bring the Toyota Supra, let her try to get into the back, and then watch the suspension collapse.
Not only the suspension, dude, there's no shot in hell that she's gonna fit behind that seat.
No,
that seat is definitely. I've been in many Ubers. That seat is pushed all the way back, so that way
Yeah.
you don't fucking touch it
for
at
sure.
all.
She's gonna be like, "Can you move the seat, my friend?
My friend,
it's all the way forward." It's-
buddy, is this how it is? This how it goes. I don't know what to tell you.
Jesus,
Gosh.
oh, man.
Oh man, keep it going.
Yes, I can.
He told her there's not enough room in his car.
The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. You know, I feel like that was a slap in the face. That was like my tires. You know, like
The driver said
Uber
his
XL was
tires could not handle her weight.
for every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car.
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL it's called.
You know what? I don't never have to order an Uber XL.
He apologized, canceled the ride, and left her there. The rapper says she's pretty tough. Dank DeMoss, as she's known at the mic, is crushed by the whole situation.
Something
I just
about
want them to know.
a big girl rapping that just I love it. It's just like
She also only wears tube tops. If you've noticed, she's wearing a tube top on the news. She knew she was going to be on the news. Wore a
Oh,
tube
yeah.
top. Rap
Oh, yeah.
video in a courtroom, tube top, which means in that Uber she
Yeah.
was wearing a tube top.
I mean, dude. I know like 5 people that would fight over her for sure. Like she heard the lyrics from Meg Thee Stallion. It says like, "I think I'm so sexy. Every shirt I own is cropped." And took it to heart. She took it to heart. She thinks that she's as sexy as Meg Thee Stallion, which are, lady. You are. If you're watching this, sure. Give me a shout out. Give me more followers. Let's roll.
I mean,
Like, it really hurt my feelings.
It looks like Lyft might be hurting pretty soon, too.
I knew it was illegal and I knew that it was wrong.
Her attorneys, John Marco and Zach Runyon, say weight is a protected characteristic in Michigan by law.
It would be no different than a driver pulling up and saying, I don't want to have black people in my car, or I don't want to have Christians in my car, or Muslims in my car. It's the same under the law. It's the same.
Dude,
The law-
there's no Christian in the world, or there's no black dude in the world that's not over 400 pounds that's gonna
No.
fit in the back of that car.
That's not
nothing
happening.
to do with this at all. This guy's got a bad case, and Lyft already returned her money. I don't know what this is about.
and I love how they have to throw Detroit rapper in front of it.
Detroit rapper to
try
let you
get
know that
more
she's
credit.
about it.
Secondary, she can never rap about being hard as fuck again.
No,
Because she got
because
her
she's
fifis
soft
hurt.
bodied.
She got her feelings hurt by a dude just being like, listen, man.
Oh, I'm sorry, I just
There's-
can't do it.
I mean, try to fit a square peg in a circle hole. You know what
Yeah.
I mean, it's just not gonna work. There just wasn't enough room in that back seat, my guy. I mean,
There was not enough room in the back seat. My
It's
tires are
fact.
tired. I don't know what to tell you.
he had bald tires. I saw
my
it in the video.
my tires are tired.
They're
okay.
tired.
Thank you.
Jesus.
Let's keep it going.
Lawsuit is filed. Since she posted the encounter on social media, other full-figured folks have reached out saying the same thing happened to them.
What the
I
fuck
can
is she
fit in this car. Yes, I do. I really want people to see like what we go through as bigger people. You know.
She had to weave.
What
around the
are they
water
talking
fountain,
about?
dude.
She says I'm just trying to show what we go through as bigger people.
Listen.
You're telling me there's a race of fats that I don't know about?
I've been fat my whole life. I've never heard full figured.
I've never been called full figured. This is almost like when I heard about the phrase Latinx. I'm just like, what is that a new thing? Full figured?
Big boned, I've heard, which is a bullshit one. Got the same bones.
I would
dude.
rather say big bone than full figured. If someone told
full figured.
full figured, that's an insult. That's an insult.
That's like I did work one time for a guy that had no legs, like was a paraplegic. He
Was his
called
name
me
Lucky?
Shit, he called me an able-bodied person.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, he was also super Jewish. I don't know. It was like, doesn't have anything to do with it, but just for the accent, he was like, you able-bodied person.
Oh, you
He's
able-
like, you able-bodied people. He's like, get out of my house. I
Oh,
was
you
like,
able-bodied
damn.
people. You walk in, you make yourselves heard. You walk around, you have your shoes.
You able-bodied people. That was a first for me because I guess I was fucking up his ramp. I guess he has a ramp to get into his opponent. He's like,
Yeah.
stop touching, you able-bodied people. slap my hand.
Slap your hand.
And it was mad. I dealt with Windows at the time. I was just putting window screens in, and I went to go move his blind. He's like, "Stop touching the blinds." I was like, "Would you stop slapping my hand?"
Hey, those are Cartier. Don't touch them.
He said, "I just got those curtains perfect." And I was like, "Dude, you need better hobbies. You legless fuck you."
Well, hey, at 1 o'clock, I gotta switch the drapes over, and then once I get the drapes done, I gotta move the carpet.
He's like, "If that train didn't happen that time, I'd still have my legs." Literally a sentence he said. I've been thinking about it for like 5 years.
If that train didn't happen,
if that train didn't happen, I'd still have my legs. What?
What if he was like one of those dudes that like just dove deep into like who started the railroads and just like has like a whole hatred against like, you know, he's just like, I fucking hate Ulysses S. Grant. That motherfucker put the gold spike in the ground that gave me my legs off.
The train mob. Big train.
He like
came
he's
for his legs.
It's like he's really mad at Asian people for like this is like the is that wrong?
I don't know where you're heading with it, but
I was gonna
wrong.
say the railroads. That's stupid. That's stupid. And on that note, guys, thank you so much for coming along to CB Radio. Hey, my name's Crossblocker. You can find me on Instagram at the Haha Man. You can also go on to the Twitter and Instagram for CB Radio. I believe it's CB_radio_ACT. And then also, Danny, you got any plugs you want to go ahead and shut off?
Danny Espo 13 on Instagram. I'm Danny Esposito. I do comedy all around the state, trying to get outside of it in fucking Valdosta. When I see you again, God damn it! I hope you have a working car by the next time we do this shit.
When I have another working car, I'm only gonna have a GPS on it. I'm gonna get in Garmin.
Buy the one with it in the dash.
yeah. I'm gonna get.
I can see it.
100%. I'm gonna make sure that you see what I'm seeing.
I'm gonna GPS it under my leg on my phone.
You know what?
Just
Fuck it. Let's just take a trip to the Coca-Cola factory. Actually, let's just go to the Coca-Cola factory
just for memories.
All right, guys. Well, anyways, I'm Crosswalker. That's Danny Esposito and the old Marshall Malone right over there. And here at Upside Down Creative Media, here at Studio 604, we just want to say thank you and good day.